This morning on DC News Now, an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump foiled.
Threat level is high.
The latest from the FBI's investigation. And it's a cloudy start to the week with highs in the 70s. We're tracking a chance for rain showers overnight. Calls for justice. The family of a man killed by police pushing for an investigation into his deadly shooting. A Virginia boar's had planned closing indefinitely.
People are crying. Just very tough to go through something like this.
Hundreds of employees now without a job. And the first win of the season. The Commanders writing their next chapter with rookie QB Jaden Daniels.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Well, good morning, and thanks for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. It is 6 o'clock on a Monday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
Good morning, GM Corey James. Shanika's got the latest on those roads for you in just a moment. We'll get those updates then. Let's start off with Jackie from the forecast.
And I'll have those updates on weather right now. Yes. Let's talk about that. I mean, we had the clouds out there this morning to kickstart the work week. We're tracking dry conditions right now. We'll start to notice that rain that's just off the coast of the Carolinas, or that system, I should say, just off the coast of the Carolinas. We're watching as that will move its way farther inland and then bringing us a chance for some showers and thunderstorms as we head towards tomorrow and Wednesday. Out there right now, starting off dry with temperatures 50s and 60s across the region, currently 64 as we're waking up right now in DC. Trying to plan out the rest of your day today. Looking at dry conditions, we will have the cloud cover, high temperatures into those mid to upper 70s. But like I mentioned, chance for showers and storms as we get towards tomorrow. More details and timing of those coming up. Shanika has the very latest updates on those roadways. How's it looking right now?
Yes. Good morning and happy Monday. Looking at 495 heading north and southbound. It's really dark still, but from what you can see, those moving lights, those cars, yeah, you're looking good out there. 66 heading east and west, 95 north and southbound. That's all in Virginia. You're looking good. So we got Virginia covered. Let's head into the district. DC 295 heading southbound over the Anacostia Freeway. Now's the time of the day, top of the 6 o'clock hour. You will see delays, but we do have a northbound problem right in the same area near Pennsylvania Avenue. We have that left side blocked because of a crash.
All right, thank you, Shanika. Former President Donald Trump says he is safe following an alleged assassination attempt at his golf course in Florida yesterday.
Yeah, this is the second attempt on Trump's life in just 2 months. The FBI now investigating the suspect, who's been identified as Ryan Wesley Rao. Now, the Secret Service says agents saw a man pointing a rifle toward the course where Trump was playing. Agents shot at him, but he got away. Deputies later caught up to him near West Palm Beach, and officials say he was not armed. However, they say they recovered a rifle with a scope, 2 backpacks, and a GoPro that Rao, they say, left behind.
The threat level is high, probably between 300 and 500 yards. But with a rifle and a scope like that, that's not a long distance.
Vice President Kamala Harris also speaking out, saying she is glad the former president is safe and that violence has no place in America. New developments this morning in the death of 25-year-old Justin Robinson, who was shot and killed by 2 D.C. police officers earlier this month. His
family now urging the Department of Justice to open a civil rights investigation into his death. Our Liberty Simmons is live outside of the police department in Southeast, and she has more in a press conference that the family plans to hold at the DOJ office this afternoon. Liberty, good morning.
Good morning, Tanaya and Corey. Well, their lawyers say the Robinson family plans to speak out for the first time publicly later this afternoon at the DOJ, and they are demanding the DOJ investigate MPD's practices, and they're calling for the arrest of the officer who killed him. Now, MPD says 26-year-old Justin Robinson was found unresponsive after crashing his car into a McDonald's in Southeast DC earlier this month. They say he was next to a gun in the car, and officers say Robinson then started moving, and officers told him to drop his gun. They say Robinson then reached for an officer's service weapon, and that's when officers opened fire. Robinson died at the scene. But the lawyers representing Robinson's family call the shooting inhumane, excessive force. They say Robinson, fearing for his life, appeared to try to remove the firearm from close range of his face when the officer fired several shots into the vehicle, killing Mr. Robinson. They also say Robinson Robinson was wearing his Cure the Streets jacket, which is a program he worked for aimed at reducing gun violence. And now the Robinson family, as well as their lawyers, do plan to hold a press conference later this afternoon outside of the DOJ, and that will start at 12:30 p.m. For now, live here in Southeast D.C., Liberty Simmons, D.C. News Now.
All right, thank you, Liberty. And 2 people are dead after a crash involving an Amtrak train that happened in Baltimore County. Now, this happened last night near Schaefer's Lane and the CSX Railway. Police say an Amtrak train hit the 2 people riding an ATV. They died at the scene. No one on the train was injured, but the cause of that crash remains under investigation.
Developing now, police say a man is recovering after being shot during an armed robbery. This happened yesterday. Police say they found a man who was shot around 6 a.m. near North Glebe Road in Arlington. They say he was taken to the hospital and was in critical condition at last check. According to Arlington County Police, 4 suspects took off in a car and drove away.
And a man is dead after he was shot at a car wash in Woodbridge, Virginia. Now, Prince William County Police say an argument between the men escalated into that shooting, and this all happened Saturday afternoon. DC News Now's Dave LaValle has the latest from police.
This chip in the wall marks where one of the bullets struck the Sonic soft car wash Saturday afternoon. Another hit and killed 54-year-old Earl Miller of Woodbridge. Police say 25-year-old Jermaine Lewis of Springfield is who killed Miller.
It's very sad. That's a sad situation.
Daniel Sicante of Triangle drove past the car wash shortly after the shooting happened.
You know, the crime situation is really bad. Let's love each other and, avoid these situations here.
Police say Lewis and Venetia Neville of Woodbridge took off in a car, but Virginia State Police arrested them along I-95 in Fairfax County a short time later. Lewis is charged with 3 crimes, including second-degree murder. He remains held without bond. Neville is charged with brandishing a weapon. Police did not say what her bond conditions are.
That's not how we handle problems. Let's resolve problems amicably. It doesn't need to come to this.
Police reported no other injuries.
Now, police say a court date has not yet been set for either suspect. They are asking you to contact police if you have any information about the shooting. And the husband of the missing Virginia mother, Mamta Coughley Bott, back in court this morning. Naresh Bott was arrested in connection to Mamta's disappearance. He is being charged with concealing a dead body. The court is expected to set a date for the trial. A few weeks ago, he waived the right to a grand jury. Naresh's attorneys arguing that Mamta could still be alive and are asking prosecutors to turn over more evidence.
In Maryland, the family of a woman who died in an apartment fire last year is filing a wrongful death lawsuit. 25-year-old Melanie Diaz lived at the Arrive Silver Spring apartment complex. She died trying to escape with her dogs. According to investigators, both sprinklers and smoke detectors were not installed. The family's attorney says the smoke was so intense that firefighters could not see in front of them.
Door to stay open, letting in dark plumes of smoke that would have disoriented Melanie or other residents who would have relied on that evacuation stairwell.
The lawsuit is for $2.3 million. The family is also looking to get another $225,000 in economic damages. Management and the parent company for the apartment complex did not respond to our request for comment. The D.C. Council back in session today. Council members returning to the Wilson Building for the first time since mid-July. Several council committees are expected to meet today, with the entire council meeting tomorrow. On the docket, council members are expected to confirm a new director of the Department of Transportation. Sharon Kirschbaum has been nominated for the position, and members of the Business Development Committee are also expected to host a public hearing on 3 bills. One of those bills would allow Mayor Bowser to give certain D.C. properties over to WMATA. Council members are meeting at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And happening today, Councilmember Trayon White expected to appear in front of the council for the first time since being charged. This as D.C. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson says he will attempt to remove the Ward 8 elected official from his committee during tomorrow's meeting. Now, keep in mind, right now, a committee formed by council members is in place to investigate White. He pleaded not guilty to federal bribery charges or a bribery charge last week. White says he is not stepping down from his council position and is seeking re-election.
And a disturbing discovery washing up on our local beaches, prompting a swimming ban after medical waste was found. The swimming bans are in Ocean City and Assateague State Park in Maryland and Fenwick Island and Dewey Beach in Delaware. The Maryland Department of Natural Resources says it found hypodermic needles appearing to be used and feminine hygiene products and cigar tips. They say the items were first found yesterday morning during the high tide when rangers were out there doing their beach patrols. All right, 6:09 now on a Monday. There's a new spot for dinner with a view in Montgomery County.
Yeah, where you can enjoy a lakeside meal in Gaithersburg in this morning's Moco Minute. Plus, the Commanders getting the first W. How rookie QB Jaden Daniels is feeling about his start to the season.
All right, but first we are taking a live look outside. Jackie, what can people expect when they head out?
Yeah, well, out there right now, we're tracking dry conditions, more of those clouds building in ahead of our next system. That bringing us some rain chances as we look ahead towards Tuesday, Wednesday as well. More details and timing right after the break.